to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. Now, here's your host, Ashley Davis.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Ashley Davis alongside my favorite co-host for the last time, Haley Hughey, Mason Prince. We've also got a rowdy live studio audience, guys.
That's right, we do. But before I go on and say who's in the audience, I want to use this time to thank you guys. Y'all have been incredible. It's your last show. Sooner Sports Pad loves you guys so much. Mason's been on the show for a year and a half. You've been on a semester. You've got so much and added a lot to the show, and we will miss you so much. But to go on, we have some incredible OU students in the audience tonight.
That's right. They were chanting my name. They're ready to go.
They were.
I'm going to win face-off.
They were. We're also going to hear from cheer senior Lindy Simpson later on in the show.
And coming up, Mason and I will talk about what game day signs we want to bring to Bedlam.
And coming up later, a story on hometown hero Jordan Evans and his travels to the OU football team.
But first things first, Heisman Trophy QB Baker Mayfield is okay and cleared to play against Oklahoma State this weekend. But as for last Saturday, the Sooners had their last home game of the season, and after a close game, the Sooners survived the Horned Frogs 30-29. Mayfield suffered a head injury in the second quarter on a vicious targeting penalty on TCU linebacker Ty Summers, who was then ejected. But again, Baker is cleared to play this weekend. QB2 Trevor Knight came in for the second half. In the third quarter, he hands it off to Samaje Perine, who makes this huge career-long 72-yard TD, 30-13 OU. TCU comes storming back, though, 22 points in the second half, and with 51 seconds left, they scored to close the gap, trailing by just 1 point, and decide to go for the two. QB Bram Kohlhausen runs to the outside and looks to pass. Boom! Playmaker of the game, Stephen Parker shuts it down, and the Sooners walk away with their sixth consecutive W. The Sooners are back in action for the regular season game for the Big 12 title in Stillwater. The game was a little too close for comfort for OU Nation. Break it down for us, guys. How did the offense and defense look against the Frogs?
Well, it really was a tale of two halves for the OU offense. In the first half, it was Baker Mayfield, 127 yards through the air, 54 yards on the ground. He had 2 touchdowns through the air as well. But when he came out, it was a 23-7 lead for the Sooners. When Knight came in to start the second half, the offense struggled, but jumped on the back of a one-legged Samaje Perine, who scored a 72-yard touchdown to put them up 30-13. And that is all they needed. Now, when the Sooners went down to Knoxville, I said something pretty prophetic, so go ahead and take a look.
Back to Baker Mayfield. I think if Baker Mayfield has a good game today, OU wins here in Knoxville and wins not comfortably, but wins convincingly, I think Baker Mayfield is a Heisman dark horse. I think he enters that race.
Wow. So I'm pretty
I like
smart.
that prediction.
Now, Baker, get healthy so I look even smarter as of right now. I look pretty smart.
Well, without a strong late performance from the defense, I'm not sure we would have come out with a win against TCU. There were some good defensive standouts. Charles Tapper had another great game. On the opening drive, tallied his 7th sack of the season, which have all happened in the last 4 games. He also forced a fumble in the second quarter. Then Ahmad Thomas secured his 3rd interception of the season. Of course, the play of the game, maybe in the play of the season, in my opinion, was when Stephen Parker stopped TCU's 2-point conversion for OU to win the game.
All right, we'll talk about it.
All right, guys, who is your MVP from this weekend?
When the offense was struggling, who was there to save it? Samaje Perine, that's who. 188 yards, 1 touchdown on 26 carries. In case you're mathematically challenged like me, that's 7.2 yards per carry. And how about his 72-yard touchdown? Remember, a couple drives before that, Samaje Perine went down with a sprained ankle, came back in the game on one leg, and outran everybody in the TCU defense to score that touchdown. Samaje Perine is my MVP, and he is Sooner Nation's MVP for saving their playoff hopes.
Well, my defensive MVP is also the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week for the 3rd time this season, Zach Sanchez. He had 2 incredible interceptions and 4 solo tackles for the day. The first reception led to a touchdown by Sterling Shepard that brought the game 7-7. The second set up a field goal to give OU a 6-point lead. His season total for interception is now 6. He's also the first Sooner to record multiple tackles with multiple interceptions this season since Brodney Poole in 2003. It's incredible.
Yeah, great game.
Well, earlier this morning, Mason got to talk with Stephen Parker and asked him what was going through his mind in that final play of the game.
Just, what through my mind was just basically just doing it for the seniors. I mean, this is the seniors' last home game, so, we had to send them off right. That was a big message that we, relayed in the locker room. It was very emotional, definitely for one of my teammates, Charles Tapper, and, we wanted to get it done for them. So, the play was just really just on them.
If I told you a month and a half ago after the Texas loss that you guys would have a chance at a Big 12 conference title on Saturday, what would you say?
Basically just how we responded, just coming out of practice, coming out of that Texas week, I would say that, we had a big chance. We knew what we had ahead of us. We knew our season wasn't over. So just how we responded was just tremendous.
What kind of challenge does OSU bring to the table?
They just bring everything. Their offense is really nice. They're putting up points. Defense is good. So, we're going to have to win on all phases of the game.
What does this game, Bedlam, mean to you? It's a big game for the state, but what does it mean to you?
To me, it really just means, that little in-house rivalry that I had, growing up with my dad. So, but of course it means a whole lot, just to my teammates. It's our last home game, or at least their last home game, and I want to do it for them.
Your dad went to OSU. Is he going to wear crimson or orange on Saturday?
I don't think neither. I think he'll just kind of be there in the stands just cheering me on.
All right, thanks, Stephen.
Thank you.
Well, with football season wrapping up, basketball season is in full swing. How are the men's and women's teams looking in their first matchups?
Well, Friday was the home opener for the men's basketball team, and they did not disappoint at the LNC. They won 85-56 against McNeese State. Buddy Hield again led all scorers with 24 points while shooting 70% from the floor. Isaiah Cousins and Rashard Odoms each had 15 points as well. That was the start of a 4-game homestand that continues tomorrow against Incarnate Word.
Women's basketball took down Bradley 79-46 Sunday. Gabby Ortiz and Kaylin Williams both put up 14 points for the Sooners. The Sooners shot 47% from the field, hit a season high 12 three-pointers with 4 being from Ortiz. OU's taking a nice little vacation down to the Bahamas this week to take on Utah Thursday, and I'm extremely jealous.
Well, dang, that sounds really nice. Well, a huge win on the road for the wrestling team as they took down the number 3 ranked Michigan Wolverines in Ann Arbor. The Sooners picked up 6 wins in the duel, including a dominating performance by none other than Cody Brewer, the number 1 wrestler in the nation, beat 6th ranked Rossi Bruno 18-2, just straight domination. Wow. OU remains undefeated on the season, a perfect 5-0.
Nice.
That's right.
Well, last week I said I wanted volleyball to sweep TCU like they did Baylor, and guess what? They did exactly that. They
That's
swept
right.
TCU 3-0. Senior outside hitter Kira Holtz earned Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week, and teammate Audrey Alford was named Rookie of the Week for the 2nd time in a row. OU will take on West Virginia Tuesday at 7 p.m. in Norman. They keep up this good streak.
There we go. That's right.
Yeah.
That's how we do that.
Thanks, guys. Well, don't go anywhere because coming up next, it's Face Off. Mason and Haley are sharing their playoff predictions. Stay with us. We're back after this.
Last one. Let's go. Get that W.
of the year. Mason's got a lot of fans in the house tonight.
Wow.
But Haley's answers are pretty good, so it's going to be close. All right, question number 1, y'all.
All right.
Twitter is saying Stephen Parker's block is the biggest play of the season for the Sooners. Do you agree? And if not, what's your favorite play so far of the season?
I disagree. The Rocky stop was the play of the year. Everything leading up to the play is what made it so special. Sooners make an amazing fourth quarter comeback in Tennessee. Then Zach Sanchez picked the ball off to seal the deal. Oh, that's a walk-off. How many times in football do you get a walk-off? You only get that in baseball. He ended the game right there. Zach Sanchez, that's the play of the year in my opinion.
Well, I can easily say that Stephen Parker kept our season and Big 12 champion hopes alive. I mean, come on. If he wouldn't have stopped TCU in that two-point conversion, Big 12 hopes would be crushed. Playoff chances would be crushed completely if he wouldn't have left his receiver, went for the quarterback, happened to be in the right position to turn the ball away. I mean, it'd be all completely different. I think Sanchez's play was very important, but
Yeah,
this
you
is
wouldn't
crunch
be in the
time.
playoff race without
This
that
was
pick,
crunch
though.
time.
They wouldn't be in the playoff race without that Tennessee win, Ashley, and you know it.
All right,
say what this
question number 2. As we head into rivalry week, most say all bets are off. But after this week, the CFP committee picks the final 4 teams for the playoffs. Who do you think will make the playoff?
Unlike the committee, my top 4 has the best 4 teams. I have Clemson 1, Alabama 2, Oklahoma 3, and Michigan State 4. Clemson, Bama are given to me. But I think Iowa loses in the Big Ten championship to Michigan State, so they drop out and OU moves up as well as Michigan State.
my final 4 is Clemson, basically the same as yours, Clemson, Alabama, Iowa, then OU. Iowa's undefeated. Like you said, if they beat Michigan State and Nebraska this Friday, I think they're 100% in. If we win out and play as well as we have been, we're 100% in. And so that's definitely my final 4.
All right, well, I've got your third face-off question. This one comes from John. We're also going to talk with him later on. He's a member of the rugby team, and we're going to hear about how their season's playing out. But moving on, College Game Day is in Stillwater on Saturday for the Bedlam rivalry, and we've all seen the infamous clips featuring the best signs of College Game Day.
What would your most creative sign say?
Mike Gundy wears Axe body spray. Now, when I was in middle school, it was the coolest thing ever. You would bathe in some Axe body spray, and you'd go to school and you'd smell awesome. But now the only people that wear Axe body spray are former cast members of the Jersey Shore. And Mike Gundy looks like a former cast member of the Jersey Shore. He's got a DJ Pauly D haircut, little blowout like that. So, yeah, that's what it is. Mike Gundy's a great coach. Don't beat me up.
Well,
Okay,
my
thanks.
sign is, how many quarterbacks does it take for OSU to win Bedlam? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's
it's a
true.
good question. How many
Dropping
quarterbacks
fire.
do they? I mean, they have Mason Rudolph, JW, just doing this weird switcheroo thing. I'm proud to say that we have Baker Mayfield as a consistent quarterback. So this is definitely the sign I want to take to College Game Day.
All right, audience, it's time to choose your final fan favorite of the week. Yell loud and proud and hold up the head for your favorite. Was it Haley?
Dang!
That was the quietest response I think we've heard all year. Was it Mason?
One last time.
Congratulations, Mace. You're leaving your career on Sooner Sports Pad with a W. But don't go anywhere because we're talking with cheer senior Lindy Simpson and the rugby team. So stay with us. It's going to be fun.
I'm here with Michaela, and she's our fan of the game. Michaela, where are you from?
Owasso.
Okay, Owasso. Go Rams, right?
Right.
Okay, what's up with the face paint?
We just wanted to stand out a little bit.
Well, you're standing out. That's why I picked us as my fan of the game, because she's standing out like that. You enjoying the game so far?
Of course.
Who's going to win, OU or TCU?
OU.
What's the final score?
37-7.
37-7. So TCU's not going to score in the second half, according to Michaela. She's our fan of the game. Thanks, Michaela.
Thank you.
Special thanks to our cornerstone television partners, Chesapeake Energy, Riverwind Resort, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, OU Alumni Association, OU Medicine, and the OU President's Associates.
Welcome back to our final Sooner Sports Pad show of the season. It's a tradition here on Sooner Sports Pad to rerun our favorite story of the year. On October 5th, Justin Strain introduced us to linebacker Jordan Evans and OU legacy.
This is my city, and it's nice playing from my hometown, and it gives me a little pride to play for us.
Growing up in the same city is what makes it a hometown. Growing up in the same city and playing football for your high school and Division I college, well, that's what makes a hometown hero.
Jordan Evans, touchdown Sooners. Jordan Evans shoots and scores. And it's picked up. Jordan Evans.
Jordan grew up playing football for Norman North High School, where he put up some impressive stats. During his junior and senior years combined, Jordan had 181 tackles, 11 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, 4 kickoffs, and 2 punts returned for touchdowns. It's safe to say that Jordan Evans is an athlete, and on Friday nights, no quarterback wanted to throw his way. Unfortunately for Stephen Mudd, he had to be that QB.
It was JV, he was a sophomore and I was a junior, and I was supposed to read the outside linebacker, which was his position. If he were to drop back to the slant, I was supposed to hit the bubble. And if he was supposed to run up, I was supposed to hit the slant route. Well, he's backed off probably 7 yards, and he kind of takes a step towards the middle, towards the slant route, and so I turned and threw to the bubble real quick. And he stopped on a dime, changed direction like I'd never seen before, and came flying in. And my receiver caught the ball, took 1 step, turned around, and Jordan lit him up and actually broke his collarbone. And so right then, I kind of cringed, turned to the coach, and ran over there and was like, "Coach, I made the right read." And our coach just looked at me and said, "I know, that kid's an athlete."
Growing up in Norman and going to Norman North, it seems like a pretty easy decision to go from this field to this one. But wait, not so fast. Just because he's a hometown hero doesn't mean he always cared to be.
I wanted to get out of Norman. I wanted to go venture off on my own. Biggest thing was just I want to be my own man. And, I want to get out of my house, get out of here and be my own man and do my own thing. But, OU definitely overrid all that, and I'm glad I came here.
So why was Jordan so eager to become his own man? Was he trying to run away from home, or was it even closer than that? Maybe it was blood.
Big part he played in was just being a supportive father, So when if I ever had questions when it came to my recruiting process, I definitely went and asked him. And then when I committed to OU, obviously I could tell he was happy because he played here, but he was just proud of me whether I went here or anywhere else. We still play on the same side of the ball, so we both have an knack for the ball, but off the field, I don't know. My dad's more serious. I'm definitely more of the goofy type, but I guess a lot of people say I resemble my father in a lot of things that I do, so I guess I am my father's son, right?
As his father's son, Evans' blood is truly as close to crimson as it can get. The son of a Sooner hasn't disappointed. Evans is following right in the footsteps of his 3-time Big 8 father. Jordan was named Academic All-Big 12 First Team in 2014 as an inside linebacker. He has started 17 out of the 25 games that he's played in, and through week 4 of his 3rd season, Evans has 137 tackles and led the team in solo tackles in the 14th season.
He's in the limelight now, and he's never too cool to say hey to me if I see him, and so he doesn't let the fame that his sport and his skills bring him to get in his head.
One of the things that I know growing up, hopefully I still held on to, I was always known as a respectful young man.
Jordan Evans isn't only a hometown hero, he's a legacy. Passed down from his father Scott, Jordan hasn't missed a beat. And one thing is for sure, the Norman kid is an athlete. Oh, and if the NFL ever decides to get an Oklahoma team, don't be surprised if Jordan Evans makes that team his home. Justin Strain, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thanks, Justin. Sooner Nation will be sure to look out for Jordan and his team in Stillwater this weekend. But Mason and Haley are joined with cheer senior Lindy Simpson. Over to you guys.
Hi, Lindy. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to have you here.
You're one of 2 seniors on the cheer team. What will you miss most about being on the cheer team?
Well, it's been such a great experience, and it takes a lot out of us to be a 4th-year member of the team. I started out with 5 freshman girls, and now it's down to 2. But I'll just miss being a part of the huge tradition that this school has. Everything about it, being on the sidelines at football games and on the court at basketball games. So I've made a lot of memories, so I'll just like miss all that. And I'll always be a part of it, but it's a little bit different now, being on this side of things.
Out of all the games you've cheered at in your OU career, what has been your most favorite game?
Oh gosh, I don't think there's one game that just stands out a lot. I've been to like a lot of great games. I got a chance to cheer at Notre Dame. I've been to Tennessee and the Sugar Bowl. So I feel like the most exciting one out of them all was the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
And I was a sophomore, so that was really
Great.
exciting.
That sounds awesome. Well, Ashley's now with a member of the rugby team. Ashley?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with John from the rugby team. Thanks for joining us today. This is y'all's third time with us, so we really appreciate your presence. You guys are great. Tell us a little bit about how your season's going so far.
We closed out at 7-1 and 2-0 in the league, so it's been pretty good. We've done very well and improved very quickly over the games that we've had, so I'm pretty happy with it. So
Awesome. And since y'all were on the show last, have you played anyone big?
yeah, we actually played TCU the same weekend, and it was a 41-3 win. So
Well, do you guys get to take time to go off for the holidays with your families, or what's it like?
yeah, we get a break, and we need it because there's a lot of dings and stuff. But yeah, so Thanksgiving and Christmas will be fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. Thank you, rugby team. Don't go anywhere because Mason and I are playing dynamic duos after this. The roles are switching. Stay with us.
Switching things up a little bit for the final dynamic duo for Mason and Ashley. We're seeing if Mason really knows his co-host from this whole semester.
Right, it's been a whole season, Ashley. Come
Audience, please help out. Please help out.
Please help me out.
Yes, yes.
Please.
You got a lot of friends, so they're gonna.
Yeah, I know, but they don't know.
Well, first question: what is Ashley's middle name? Is it 1, Hannah, 2, Carly, 3, Catherine? What does the audience think?
2? No, I think it's 1.
Thinking?
I think it's 1.
He's thinking 1. He's thinking 1, Hannah.
3? Oh, man.
Oh, man, you didn't know her last name.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay,
she's
you'll
as
redeem
beautiful
yourself.
as Hannah Davis.
You'll
That's why I
redeem
thought it
yourself.
was Ashley Hannah Davis.
Okay, question 2. What is Ashley's birthday? 1, November 20th, 2, November 17th, 3, November 15th.
17th. I don't even have to think about it. 17th.
Wow.
November 17th.
Yay! There you go. That's good. That's good that you knew that. That was a good question
Ashley,
to get
when's
right.
my birthday?
That was
You
a
don't
good to
know.
get right.
You don't even know when my birthday
Third
is.
question. What is Ashley's favorite movie? Is it 1, Titanic, 2, Notebook, 3, Sweet Home Alabama, or 4, Longest Ride?
Oh my
Those are all pretty good movies. Pretty good movies.
3.
I see 2.
We're hearing 4s. Those are her friends. Her friends are saying
I would
4s.
go with the friends.
I'm going 4. I'll go 4.
Okay,
what
4?
was 4? What was that one?
Sweet
Alabama. 3.
Ashley's friends.
Oh, man.
It's really close. It's really close.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right, 4th question. What are Ashley's dogs' names? Is it 1, Daisy and Duke, 2, Harry and Sally, 3, Salt and Pepper? Oh, if you know this, I'm going to be impressed.
Okay, I see a lot of ones. Ones, Daisy and Duke.
Yay!
There you go. Way to go, Mason. Way to go, Mason.
I got it. All right.
All right, final question.
Okay.
This one's hard.
What is Ashley's favorite restaurant? Is it 1, Chipotle, 2, Pub W,
Please don't be
3,
Chipotle.
Payway, or 4, Blue?
Oh. 3. I'm seeing 2s. 2. I'm seeing 3s and 2s. I'll go with 2.
2? Is it 2?
2?
Yes, Pub W. Way to go.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So you got 2 out of 4 right. Thank you so much for joining us. We've had a great time with Mason and Ashley. Be
Way
sure
to
to
go.
like us on
Way to go.
Facebook at
Way to
Sooner
go.
Sports Pad. Thank you for watching. Woo. You guys did great. You guys did great.